All right. Welcome back to part two of a little Star Wars special that we had going on. We just talked about the movies. We just talked about the movies that's coming up. We're talking about the shows now because I don't know why Disney likes to do this, but they like to drop a lot of shows and not make movies.
Yeah.
So we have four slated coming up. One is what we want to see and is rumored to happen. But these other three are gonna happen. They're set in stone. We're gonna start off with Skeleton Crew, which I am not excited for this
Mm-mm.
because um I don't know. It's just like a kids show. I don't know if it's gonna be like the Jedi guy looks cool, but people are saying it's Goonies. I think it's more like a Stranger Things, which if it is, that'd be kind of cool. But what do you think about it, Logan?
So, like you said, it's definitely giving me Goonies vibes. I haven't seen what the Jedi guy looks like. I've heard that it's gonna tie into the
He's a bald white guy.
lore. I've heard it's gonna tie into the lore
Mm-hmm.
pretty good. So,
Seeing.
I'm I don't know. Will I watch it? Probably not, but I'll keep up with it.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah, it's this guy. He kind of looks like James Bond, but it's not James Bond.
well, let me Google it.
It's Ish Tib. Is that who I'm thinking? That's not who I'm thinking. Jedi. Sorry, we just wanna. Jude Law. That's who it is. Jude Law. So he's just like another Jedi that survived Order 66 because there's like
We
20
didn't
of
have
them.
enough of those.
We yeah. So he might be cool. Hopefully he does some cool stuff. But like the kid aspect of it, I'm not excited for.
Okay.
What do you got?
Yeah, I okay.
Hmm?
Doesn't look too particularly special.
Yeah. Um, but it is the next Star Wars thing that we had. So
Yes.
we have to talk about it because, um, I hope, dude, like we said in the last one, the state of Star Wars is not in a good spot.
No.
Um, in my opinion, we haven't had anything watchable since Ahsoka. Am I wrong with that? No. It's just been Acolyte, but like,
No, didn't Bad Batch come out after Ahsoka? Season
yeah,
3?
yeah, but I'm talking, yeah, that is true. But like, that's just like a little bump. That's for like, Bad Batch is a great show, don't get me wrong, but it's a niche show. If you like, you
Not
have,
really.
really?
I disagree with you on that. I think if you like the Clone Wars, you're gonna love Bad Batch. You just got
I
to make it
know.
through the first season because season one, a lot of filler
Hmm.
and a lot of stuff that doesn't really matter. But I think that if you like the Clone Wars, I think you're gonna like Bad Batch.
The
I don't
thing
think
is,
it's a
with
very
Bad
niche
Batch,
show.
they're only in like two, are they in one episode of Clone Wars? Or are they in multiple?
Three.
Three. They're in three.
That,
Did a whole
yeah,
saga with, yeah, okay.
they had a whole arc.
Yeah. I think it's like it's not as popular as an Ahsoka or a Mando. Like you can't say that. But other than that, like it sucks to say this, but Star Wars they need like a saving grace, like something, and it's not coming.
We need a movie.
We need a movie, which we
We need a
said,
movie, which we've talked
in,
about.
which we did talk about. Yeah. So Skeleton Crew, eh, you know, it's gonna be there. Hopefully, how many
Could
episodes?
care less,
Yeah.
but I mean,
Did we want it? No. Do we get it? Yes. Cool. The next one I want to talk about, which is if you like, I love Bad Batch. I'm not hating on Bad Batch. Like what I just said was not like a diss for Bad Batch. But this is rumored. This is a theory that people have. I think, let me just say, I'm just gonna spill the beans. Echo and Rex show. Me and Logan have two different theories on this, but I think they're just gonna release it it's gonna be a May 4th. May the 4th be with you special. So it's gonna come out May 4th. It's gonna be like a Tales of the Jedi.
Yeah, I
Probably.
think I think it's going to come out around Star Wars Celebration time.
Yeah, yeah.
I think, however, I don't think it's going to be like the Echo and Rex show. It's going to
I
be
That's what I think.
it's going to be like a clone uprising show, right? I think we're going to get Rex, Hauser, Echo, Wolf, Gregor,
Hmm.
Cody, because there's so many of those that we just don't know what happened to them.
We saw Cody
Well,
for one
there's like
episode in Bad
three.
Batch. Bad Batch.
There's three that we don't know what happened to them.
Yeah.
Um, and yeah, we need to see how Captain Hauser ends up.
Hmm.
We need to see what happens to Cody,
Hmm.
and we need to find out what happens to Echo. Because I
Yes.
feel like if they lived, they would have been with Rex and them on whatever desert planet they were on
Yeah.
in Rebels.
Yes.
So I think it's going to be more of like them fighting against the Empire,
Hmm. Which I hope. I just
and
don't think they're gonna do that. I think they're just gonna
it's
stick to Rex and Cody.
see,
Because
I think it's going
or
to be
Rex and
a
Echo, sorry.
it's going to be a tragic show
Hmm.
because we're going to see a lot of death. We're going to see a lot of beloved characters die. Like we may see Cody or
Yeah.
Echo kick the bucket.
Hmm.
Hauser is a fairly new clone.
Yeah.
He was introduced in Bad Batch, and that's all we've ever seen him in.
And we thought he died. They did it again.
Yeah,
So
but
yeah.
yeah,
Um
it's
they
gonna
brought
tug on
back.
the heartstrings a little bit.
Yeah. So if that I hopefully that's what I happened. I don't know if they're gonna do that though. Because Cody was only in one episode of it wasn't even season 3 of Bad Batch. It was season 2, right?
Yeah,
Or no. No. Was there 3 seasons of Bad Batch?
in season two, because
Yeah.
it was before Crosshair defected.
Hmm.
He
Hmm.
had a
Yeah,
whole
yeah.
talk with Cody, and then we found out that Cody defected, which is a change from Legends, because in Legends, he's training troops on Kamino
Hmm.
when Starkiller pulls down a Star Destroyer on top of
Yes.
him.
Yes.
Um,
Just awesome.
so here's hoping we get a better ending for our boy Cody.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm just gonna go on a little bit of a Cody tangent here. If you saw, we were supposed to get the Obi-Wan show was supposed to have Cody in it, which is such a disappointment to see. Um, because in my opinion, Kenobi was saved by that last episode. It saved the show. It didn't save Star Wars, I'll tell you that right now. It did not.
No.
It saved the show.
Yeah, that
Because
just like I mentioned that I still watched the last few episodes of Bad Batch,
hmm.
I or not Bad Batch of Clone Wars, I still go back and every now and again we'll watch that last episode of Kenobi
Hmm.
just because of how much it tugs on your heartstrings to
Yes.
see Vader and Kenobi
No.
fight,
Hmm.
and to see the kind of emotional damage that that does.
Yes.
And it did save that series.
I think that,
I'm a big Obi-Wan fan.
yeah.
Obi-Wan is my favorite Jedi,
Hmm.
but
He is always
that
mine too.
that
That's cool.
that show is just not that great. I mean, it's fine for what we got, but it could have been so much more.
Yeah.
Star Wars Theory, one of the I think the
Hmm.
biggest Star Wars YouTuber, did a whole episode and a whole breakdown on it because it's so much packed into
Yeah.
so much.
If you
It's
want to
so
watch
good.
that show and you haven't watched it, just go watch the edit that went viral, like when it came out. There's like a movie. The guy made a movie. I forget his name, but he made 2 hour and like 25-minute edit of the show. And it's
Yeah.
basically the show and it's way better, in my opinion. But yeah, we're gonna get, hopefully, we're right about this. We're gonna get an Echo and Rex show. Hopefully it has multiple clones in it. Um, yeah. So with that, we got Andor season 2,
Which I still have not watched Andor season one. I watched the
and he
first
doesn't need
episode,
to.
and Andor, like the first episode was good. I liked the first episode.
Yeah.
I just don't.
when you call a
It's a
blaster,
very niche show.
yes. When no, it's not. It's one of their most popular shows that they've had on Disney Plus.
Uh,
When you call a blaster rifle a gun, that's when you lose me. I'm sorry. But yeah.
well, in okay, so
Listen.
I pulled the same thing that you just did because
Mhm.
I called Andor niche and but it centers around one character from a movie,
Yeah.
just like how you called Bad Batch niche and it centers around
I know.
a couple of characters from
I
three
know.
episodes of a seven. I just pulled a U
Yeah,
on
I
that.
know. Yeah.
So, statement
But
redacted. It's not really that much of a niche show. Um,
you either hate
but
this show or you love this show. There's
and
no in between with
I've
this
heard that
show.
it's really good. Okay, I don't like that they call blasters guns.
Hmm.
I feel like they should have called
No.
it like not a gun, like a slug thrower, because that's
Yeah,
canonically what a gun is known as in Star Wars.
I know.
But
But
what I've
let
heard
me
is
go
that
off on this show.
they make blasters actually deadly in this
Uh-huh.
show, from what I've heard.
Yes. The only but they don't use them. That's the thing. They don't use guns in this show or blasters, sorry.
You just
When
pulled a U.
I know. So you did watch that first episode where he shoots the guys, he kills the
Yeah.
guys. That's literally the oh, if I can remember this right, it's been a long, this movie came out, I mean, this show came out like 2 years ago. That's literally the only time you see somebody die. Like, don't get, that's like, there's like five deaths in this show.
Well,
So,
I know there's a lot more shootouts.
yeah. And one guy gets hit and you don't know if he dies. But from what I remember, and in my opinion, it's not it's a boring show. It is a boring show, and in my opinion, it's not Star Wars. Well, I mean, it is Star Wars 'cause it's Andor, but it's not. They tried something, it worked. It did not work with older fans, I guess. I don't know how to phrase that. It definitely did work. That's one of their most profitable shows that they've had besides Mando.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And like
But
I said, I can't give any opinions on this. I watched the first episode and then
mhm,
dicked off somewhere else.
yeah. But no, I did not like the first uh for a
Season.
first season of Andor because it focused a lot on the politics. And don't get me wrong, when you have politics in Star Wars and you put the Emperor in it, it's dope. But when you just have some governor of Senate of something talking to the Imperials that don't really do much, when there's a lot of chatting and not a lot of action, it's very boring. But with
See, hold on. Intermission.
Mhm.
I love Star Wars politics.
Okay,
That could just be because I keep up somewhat with a lot of politics IRL,
yeah.
but I do enjoy seeing politics in Star Wars. Like
Did you like that the Andor episode in Mando season three? You remember that one where it had the scientist and he's on Coruscant and we
oh
didn't see, or
yeah,
was
I mean
that in,
that was fine with Pershing. That was fine. And then there was a lot of politics in Bad Batch.
yeah, but at the end you
Um
saw the Emperor come in
yeah,
and that brought it all together.
but
That's what I'm.
I'm pretty sure it was Bad Batch. It could have been something else where no, that was in Acolyte. There was some politics in Acolyte too that I
For
kind
like
of enjoyed.
5 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
but let me get into Andor
I don't
season
mind
two.
space politics.
Yeah, Andor season two is supposed to be when Andor is with the rebellion, because that's how it ends. Yeah, that's how Andor season one ends. Because I think he goes to Saw Gerrera's. Because Saw Gerrera is in season one.
Hate that fucking guy.
You do?
I hate Saw Gerrera.
Oh, dude, when he showed up in Rogue One.
Never forget. He killed Tech.
Oh yeah, that's
He's the
true.
reason Tech's dead. I will never forgive him for that.
That is true.
I will never. And if you'll notice, I have my Tech Black Series figure set up how he was in his final moments, holding onto the cable with a gun pointed in the air.
Yeah, That's the thing.
I will never like Saw Gerrera again. I liked him up until that moment.
That's true. But I love him in Rogue One. He is so good in Rogue One, and in live action, he's very good. The actor that plays him is very good. But yeah, so sorry, we went on a tangent about Andor season one, but Andor season two, we're supposed to get him with the rebellion and stuff. So that's we're supposed to get more fights, more because like they did 2 episodes of just a jailbreak. I think they took up 2 episodes of him doing a jailbreak. So I I'm more excited for Andor season two than I am Skeleton Crew. I'll tell you that right now. And
Skeleton
hopefully
True.
Skeleton Crew. I don't know.
He
I can't.
rehearsed that. He tried saying it like 3, 4 times in a row before we started.
And I still messed it up. Yeah. Hopefully, Logan, you don't have to watch Andor 1 to understand what happens in Andor season 2. So,
Well, okay. If Andor season 2 comes out and it's an absolute banger, then I'm gonna watch season 1.
yeah.
So,
And then we'll
but
regroup. We'll
other
regroup.
than that, I'm probably not gonna watch it.
Yeah. Okay. So, and then we have to talk about the most anticipated show coming out. Is it next year? Hold on, I have it right up here. When did it say it was coming
I don't
out?
know when is that coming out. I haven't
When is
heard
this show? We're talking
a
about
release
Ahsoka
date.
season 2, if you didn't get the hint.
Yeah, I haven't heard of any release dates for that.
Yeah, because Andor is next year, 2025. Mando, Mando and Grogu, 2026.
But it's May 2026. It's pretty early on in the year.
Ahsoka season 2 has 2 sentences on it. Yay. All right. But so since we know nothing about Ahsoka season 2, theory time, let's go. Which we touched on a little bit in, or do you have something on
It's
Ahsoka
it's
season?
it's it's kind of the same thing that I touched on in the last episode. If you guys haven't
Yeah,
heard, um, the
Ray Ray
yeah,
Stevenson.
Ray Stevenson, the dude that plays Balin Skull, unfortunately passed away.
Hmm.
But they have confirmed that they will be recasting Balin Skull and continuing his storyline.
Yeah, which they need to do
Um,
because that
yeah.
storyline
It
ends
it it
on
was it was an
such a cliffhanger.
important storyline. It's just a tragedy that we're not going to get
Hmm.
to see Ray Stevenson again because he did amazing.
Yeah, is he?
He
He's
was
besides Thrawn in that when you do get to see Thrawn for the 30 minutes he's in it. He is my favorite character in that show. Is that is it Ahsoka for you or is it Rey? I don't know.
See, we've seen Ahsoka. My
Yeah,
favorite Ahsoka is Clone Wars.
season 7 or yeah, season 7 Ahsoka. Yeah, yeah,
However,
or Rebels. Rebels Ahsoka.
Rebels Ahsoka is pretty good.
She
I
fights
like I
Vader,
find
bro.
I like Rebels Ahsoka. I like End of Clone Wars and Rebels Ahsoka.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, if I had to pick top three from the Ahsoka show, is Baylan Skoll's probably second.
Okay, is Thrawn number 1 for you, or is it Ahsoka?
Hot take, it's Ezra. I like
Ooh.
Ezra.
Is it because he looks like you?
Hold on. They're not gonna I gotta
He had longer hair too. He can't hear me right
that did
now, but
absolutely nothing. I looked like what's his name? Hold on. Give me a few seconds to think of his name.
all right, I'll spew about Ahsoka. So what we think this is gonna be, we touched on this, but it's gonna come out before Mando. Hopefully it has Balin's skull with it's not the sister because the sister is Ahsoka.
Abeloth
Abeloth.
or Abeloth. Yeah.
Abeloth, yeah.
The mother,
But we need to
which
know, correct me if I'm wrong on this. Does the brother die in Clone Wars?
yeah, he dies. All three of them die. Um,
Where does he go? Is he going to Anakin?
he doesn't go into Anakin.
Or
The
not,
only the only one who
but like how like the sister is like with Ahsoka.
Not well, I mean, yeah, kind of because they used her to revive Ahsoka.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Um, but no, the son and the father both just die. They don't, their essence just, I don't think it goes into anybody in particular.
Okay. Yeah, because I thought we were gonna get the brother
Anyways,
too.
the dude that I was thinking of
Yeah.
is the kid from Meet the Robinson. I just don't
Oh.
have the glasses, but I like the hair was kind of wonky. Um,
But yeah,
yeah,
with Ahsoka 2, hopefully they get off the galaxy because I don't know what they're gonna do. What are they gonna do there? Like,
they could try to stop Balin from
that'd be cool.
unleashing Abeloth.
Ooh, something we didn't touch. Do you think Balin Skull's gonna be in the Mando movie?
No. Okay.
No.
If
I think he was
if
gonna die in
if
Ahsoka season 2.
Abeloth does happen, I think that we're gonna see him kind of free her and maybe offer himself up to
Hmm.
like for her to like consume his force essence or whatever to strengthen herself. I think he's gonna be it's gonna be like a like almost like a religious sacrifice.
Yeah. Okay.
Like how in Moon Knight, if you watched
Yes.
that after the crocodile lady was freed
Hmm.
and like the kind of like the secondary big bad below her was like, if my life is forfeit to help your cause, then so be it. I
Oh,
think we're gonna
okay.
get something kind of like that,
Okay, a little
except for I
force.
think that I
Yeah.
think that I think he might die. I don't think he's gonna be in
Okay.
the Mando movie.
You know what I hope they don't do in the show?
What's
I
that?
hope they don't do what they did with Boba Fett and they like have. I want them. Here's the thing: Thrawn needs to be in this show, but he's in a different galaxy, so it's gonna be hard to have Ahsoka in every episode without it flip-flopping a lot. Do you get me on
See,
that?
what I think's gonna happen is I think that the first half of the season is either going to be focused on
Because
them
Thrawn's on
stopping
Dathomir.
Balin. They're either going to be well, they might split it between Ahsoka and Sabine and Ezra for the
Hmm.
first little bit. Like we're going to get like parts of Ezra trying to thwart Thrawn's plans
Hmm.
because he did get onto Thrawn's Star
Yeah,
Destroyer.
yeah.
And then we're going
They
to
did the same exact thing they did in Rebels.
get
They did the like as you're saying that they just
yeah. And so I think that we're going to get little cuts of that mixed in with Ahsoka and Sabine,
Hmm.
maybe fighting Shin Hati because
Yes.
she's still there. I think we're
Yeah.
gonna see Sabine and Shin fight. I think that we're gonna see Balin continue his goal. Ahsoka may try and stop him,
Hmm.
but I think ultimately halfway or maybe like 6 episodes in, leaving two outside of there,
Yeah. Kind
we're
of
gonna
like
see
what they
them
did in
in the
season
first
one.
season, yeah, where
Yeah.
they're on not that planet for 6 episodes, and then the last two are on the planet. They might flip flop that and have the
Yeah.
first six on that planet, and the last two is after they escape.
Yeah. Because
Um,
I feel like Abeloth can transfer galaxies. You feel me? I feel like she's
oh,
that powerful.
absolutely.
I feel
I
like she can
think
do that.
that
You know
what
what? You know what
what
we
they
need
might
this.
happen
Yeah, go with that. But
is they might have her like regain some power, and then she's got to rest.
yeah,
And so Ahsoka and Sabine might escape. Then the whole movie with Thrawn happens, and then they're like, "Hey, by the way, there's a god on the way."
yeah.
Like bad.
Like what they're doing with Marvel, bro. Like you know what they need in this episode? Oh, or in this season, they need an episode where Sabine is training. Because like they did not do that in the sequels
They
trilogy.
did
That's
they
why,
did more telling than they did showing, even in Ahsoka season one.
yeah.
Like we know Sabine's not force sensitive. As far as we
Well,
know, she has no ability to tap into the force, but
I
she
mean, she
did.
did it.
Did she?
She's. I feel like she can.
I see
They're
what
alluding to that she is.
well, we know that she's been trained with a lightsaber before because she trained with the dark saber.
Hmm.
So that, kind of leads into like, okay, so it makes sense why she would be trained with a lightsaber and why Ahsoka would want to train her. But they do a lot of telling about, oh yeah, they had this big falling out, but we never see
Yeah.
it.
Hmm.
We need to see some of that in
Yeah.
this
Not the
next
fallout, but just them communicating.
more training and then
Yeah.
them kind of growing that master student bond.
Yeah. I think what we're forgetting, I just thought about it. They have the whales, the space whales.
Yeah, but I don't think they can call them from too far away.
Yeah, because Ahsoka's got the beast thing going on. Like she's got
Yeah, and Ezra, but both times they had to uh they had to be right there. I don't think that there was a time, maybe Ezra, because I don't think that the whales were there. I think he called out to them in the Force, but I think Ahsoka
no, he
has
brought the whales to the party in that last episode. He showed up with the whales. So he went to the whales, called them, and then brought them
okay,
to the
yeah. So
to the
maybe
thing.
that's what we focus on Ezra doing is after he gets back to the galaxy, he leaves Thrawn's ship, goes, finds the whales, brings them to Ahsoka, they all come back, and then the Thrawn movie happens. But I don't
Or
think
on
that
the Mando movie.
Mando movie, yeah, I'm
Yeah.
gonna call it the Thrawn movie because
Yeah?
it's gotta have Thrawn in it. I think
Yeah?
that's like well, that's the big bad. It's the big bad. So
Okay. Hot take. Hot take. Fire take. Do I want them to do this or do I not want them to do this? What if we get Abeloth as the big bad in the Mando movie and Thrawn dies? That's a hot take.
see,
I'm sorry.
then I think if they do that, then Ahsoka season one has basically no purpose.
I know, right?
That would be doing Thrawn's character such a disservice because it's like, oh yeah,
I know. It's just I just wanted
the
to
big
say it and
like
just be like, that might,
oh
but
yeah,
no, I don't
the
want that to happen,
the big
but it could.
mastermind of the Empire is back. Oh no, he's dead. Like, I hope that they don't do that, but I feel like if a way that they could make that happen is if we have like the first two episodes are between Sabine and Ahsoka training and Ezra going and finding a way to get them back. They get back in episode three, and then from then on, we see Baylan tracking down and freeing uh Abeloth, and
Mhm.
then in like the last few episodes, they really dampen Thrawn's plans. You know, maybe they end up thwarting some of his plans, weakening him, doing him justice, but still making it quick. And then
Mhm.
the mother shows up and just wrecks house. Or maybe Thrawn retreats back into the unknown regions, and then that's where they run into each other, and then they, kill Thrawn.
It's a lot, but it will work. I would
It
just
could, but
take,
they would have to play it really carefully.
they would have to play it super carefully. I just want Balin, because like Balin just left Shin, just the fight for her own out there.
Basically, yeah.
He, so she's probably gonna, she's got to stumble upon Ahsoka and Sabine. So that's, she's probably, bye. She's probably gone. She's gonna die. Um, because she cannot take both of those, Ahsoka
She
and
could take Sabine, but she can't take Ahsoka
mm-mm,
because she already fought and stabbed Sabine in the side.
yeah. So what we're saying, I'm kind of getting pumped for this because this is coming out hopefully next year, maybe 2026. We
If
don't
they do
know.
2026, they've got to do early
Yeah.
2026 because I
Oh,
mean,
wait, this could be the winter of 2025.
yeah, they could do that. But if they did do 2026, they've got 4 months to do it,
Yeah.
and it's 8 episodes, so that's 8 weeks. That's 2 months
Hmm.
basically. So they would have to start it no later than like mid-February.
Yeah, because I think they are. No, because they didn't have that problem, did they? Star Wars. They didn't have. Did they have the Marvel problem where they were releasing too much stuff?
Mm-mm.
No.
No, that was just
They've
Marvel. That was just for Marvel.
yeah. Yeah. Star Wars, that's the thing. Star Wars has never had that problem before, where it's like, oh, this is we
We've
need
never
less
had too
stuff.
much. We've just had dog
Really
shit.
bad. Yes. By the way, speaking of really bad, if you are, this is coming out late, don't buy Outlaws, whatever you do. Don't do it. Wait till it's on Game Pass for free. I don't just It's absolute garbage. I'm sorry, I just have to say that since we're talking about the state of Star Wars. But yeah, that's it for the TV shows. Hopefully maybe some of our theories be right. It's gonna have to be a while. We'll definitely update if we do get
Yeah, th
stuff.
this won't be the last
No, no.
video on any of this that we're doing. If
Yeah.
any like
We just wanted to
leak,
talk Star Wars because like
yeah,
it's
yeah,
been very Marvel heavy. Um, and we're like, even though that's good because Marvel's in a great place right now, and it's very good to talk about Marvel.
I'm
DC,
hopeful.
yeah, and DC, um, yeah, yeah. So thank you so much. We're gonna wrap it up, and that was basically the four shows that are coming up that we
Three, hopefully four.
hopefully for. Yeah. You got anything else, Logan, before we end it?
Not than my other intros, which Isaac has criticized for being too long.
No, it's just like, subscribe, comment, um,
Or
and
dislike.
share and dislike.
And
But
share, yes.
share is probably our biggest.
Yeah, we don't have very many people watching. So,
Yeah. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you haven't, go watch the movie stuff. Um, very, very good stuff on that end. But that we just released. It's not probably it's out right now. Go watch it.
it'll be out at the same time as this one.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah. Thank you for listening. No, watching What the Nerd. Yeah, for me and Logan, this is it. Thank you. Peace.
Peace.